5 matches will determine the fate of the 8 remaining teams in the UEFA Champions League. Following the quarter-final draw, the matchups for the 4 ties and the potential permutations and combinations for the semi-finals and final are beginning to take shape. The total Champions League victories among the 8 teams amount to 27, implying that the eventual winner on June 1, 2024, at Wembley Stadium will have delivered flawless performances throughout the tournament. Now, let's delve into our analysis of the 4 upcoming matches in the UEFA Champions League Quarterfinals. Arsenal vs Bayern Munich. Arsenal has made a return to the Champions League after a 6-year absence. Under the leadership of Mikel Arteta, the team has performed exceptionally well, advancing to the quarter-finals. However, they are expected to face their long-time formidable opponents in Europe. Arsenal has previously clashed with Bayern Munich 4 times in the knockout stage, with the German team emerging victorious on each occasion. Their most recent encounter resulted in a 10-2 aggregate win for Bayern Munich, marking Arsenal's last Champions League game for 7 years. Nonetheless, Arsenal likely has the best opportunity to prevail over their German counterparts. Mikel Arteta's squad has displayed exceptional form this season, currently leading the Premier League table. Conversely, Bayern Munich is set to end a streak of 11 consecutive Bundesliga titles. Bayern Munich is currently facing difficulties, and their coach, Thomas Tuchel, is set to depart the club at the conclusion of the season. Nevertheless, the Champions League has witnessed instances where experience has triumphed over current form. The outcome of this contest will be fiercely contested, but Bayern Munich is expected to prevail by a very narrow margin. Atletico Madrid vs Borussia Dortmund. Based on their recent performances, Borussia Dortmund and Atletico Madrid were considered the less formidable contenders in this year's Champions League. Consequently, it was widely known that many teams hoped to draw one of these 2 teams. However, in a familiar twist characteristic of the Champions League, both weaker teams find themselves facing each other in the upcoming match. These teams have crossed paths 4 times previously, with their first encounters occurring during the 1996-97 season. Dortmund's triumph in that season led them to their first and only Champions League title to date. Their next meeting took place during the 2018-19 group stage, with each team claiming victory on their home ground. On paper, this upcoming clash appears to be evenly matched, as Dortmund favors an attacking, high-pressing style while Atletico adopts a defensive approach, often capitalizing on counter-attacks. However, Atletico recently secured a morale-boosting win by eliminating Serie A leaders Inter Milan. While Dortmund has displayed impressive form, the absence of Jude Bellingham following his transfer to Real Madrid has impacted their attacking prowess. This sets the stage for another thrilling encounter, with Atletico Madrid potentially clinching victory, possibly even via penalties. Real Madrid vs Manchester City. The most anticipated match of the Champions League quarterfinals features Real Madrid against Manchester City, pitting a 14-time champion against the defending title holder. Interestingly, these 2 clubs have been the last 2 winners of the competition, defeating each other on their respective paths to lifting the trophy. Real Madrid has experienced a resurgence both domestically and in the Champions League, with Jude Bellingham playing a pivotal role in revitalizing their midfield. The English midfielder has not only contributed defensively but has also been a goal-scoring threat during periods of injury to the team's frontline. Meanwhile, Manchester City is on track to replicate the treble they achieved in the previous season. Erling Haaland continues to dominate as the top scorer in both the league and the Champions League. Additionally, the support of World Cup winner Julian Alvarez has bolstered City's attacking prowess, making them one of the most formidable duos in the tournament. In the previous season, City convincingly defeated Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Although Madrid has significantly strengthened this season, City has also elevated their performance, raising the possibility of once again outplaying Carlo Ancelotti's side. Paris Saint-Germain vs Barcelona. In the 2016-17 season, PSG and Barcelona played a memorable match that resulted in one of the greatest comebacks in football history. Across their 12 Champions League encounters, each team has secured 4 victories, with 4 matches ending in draws. Their most recent encounter saw PSG triumph over Barcelona, securing a 5-2 aggregate victory in the 2020-21 round of 16. Since then, both teams have undergone significant transformations. Barcelona, facing financial challenges, utilized their economic resources to strengthen their squad and introduced promising La Masia graduates such as Marc Guiu, Lamine Yamal, Pau Cubarsí, Fermin Lopez, and Hector Fort. Meanwhile, PSG has shifted its approach, moving away from lavish spending on star players to focus on nurturing young talents with considerable potential. With Kylian Mbappé set to depart at the end of the season, this strategy will face further scrutiny. Despite delivering thrilling clashes in the past, the unpredictable form of both teams makes this upcoming match challenging to forecast. Based solely on this year's performances, our prediction favors PSG to emerge victorious in the tie. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have been prominent figures in the UEFA Champions League Quarterfinals, setting records for goals and appearances. However, the 2023-24 season will be remarkable as neither of them will be participating in the tournament. This breaks a streak dating back to 2003 and marks a significant change in the landscape of the competition, ending an era spanning over 2 decades. We invite you to share your predictions and the team you support in the comments section. Until then, enjoy the beautiful game of football.